Have a job for me? Let's get to work. Can't build this, sir. Bring on the scaffolding. Any more projects? Want to make some improvements? New construction? Have a job for me? Let's get to work. Any more projects? Yeah. Going up. Clocked in. Let's get to work.
What's the mission, sir? What's the mission, sir?
Always ready. Clocked in. Sounds good. New construction? That one's done. Good area. Always ready. Laying the foundation. On the job.
Need a delivery, General?
Want to make some improvements? More projects? Let's build. That one's good done. Area. Clocked in. Let's build.
Special Forces here.
Any more
new
projects? Construction? That one's
USA Armor
missile launcher right here.
Always ready. What's the story? Yeah,
right here.
Going up. What's the story?
Got my missile
Made in
launcher
the
ready
US
for
of A.
action.
Any more projects?
USA Armor Division.
Always ready.
Right here.
Any more projects?
Heavy armor ready for action.
Got my missile launcher right here.
Armor detail reporting. Need a delivery,
Got
General?
my missile launcher right
Any more
here.
projects? Clocked in. Good area.
This'll wake them up.
Yeah. Let's find a better place. Want to make some
Need a
improvements?
delivery, General?
New construction?
Building capture complete. Army's elite.
USA Armor Division.
Taking new position.
Let's
That
pop
one's
some
done.
tanks. I want to blow something up. Let's pop some tanks. I want to blow something up.
All
Need a point
finished.
man?
Any more projects?
Take the building. Army's elite. Heading out.
Yeah,
Any more
bring on the
projects?
scaffolding.
Search and destroy.
Crusader tank responding. Heavy armor ready for
About
action.
to show
Crusader
force.
tank responding.
Power up
That
the
one's
lasers.
done. Any more projects? Clocked in.
Tactical
On the
lasers
job.
online.
Always ready.
This'll wake them up.
Laser cannon target set. Ready for action.
Always prepared. Laying the foundation. Want to make some improvements?
On your command. How about a show of force? Armor detail reporting. Taking new ground.
Clocked in. Made
On
in
your
the
command.
US of A.
Proceeding to target zone. Crusader tank responding. Taking new ground. In my field of fire. Delivering ordnance. How about a show of force?
This'll wake them up.
Delivering ordnance.
That one's done. Yeah. What's the story? Let's find a better place. Sorry, I can't build it. Always ready. Let's build. Make my own road.
Crusader tank responding.
Pilot of the USA.
How about a show of force? On your command. How about a show of
All
force?
finished. How about a show of force?
This'll wake them up.
On your command. Crusader tank responding. Heavy armor ready for action. In my field of fire. How about a show of force? Deposit armor
Heavy
installed,
armor
ready
sir.
for action.
All finished.
This'll wake them up.
New construction? What's the story?
Armor detail reporting. Anywhere you say, sir. Let's grease them. Heavy armor ready for action. In my field of fire. On your command.
This'll wake them up.
USA armor tank responding.
That one's done.
Light them up.
Laying the foundation.
How about a show of force?
This'll wake them up.
They will
Heavy
be
armor
there
ready for
shortly.
action. Blow them wide open. Delivering ordnance.
New construction? Laying the foundation. Want to make some improvements? Loud and clear.
On your command. Armor detail reporting. Delivering ordnance. Moving in. How about a show of force? Armor detail reporting.
Scanning for enemy
On your
aircraft.
command.
Any
Proceeding
more
to target zone.
projects?
How about a show of force? In my
Advanced
field.
training is complete, sir.
Heavy armor ready for action.
Commencing attack run.
Spectre gunship entering combat zone.
Squadron's
How
on its
about a
way.
show of force?
Have a job for me? Bring on the scaffolding.
Heavy armor ready for action. Crusader tank responding. How about a show of force? Proceeding to target zone.
Is there a new target?
On your command. Let's grease them. Taking new ground.
Tactical lasers online.
Clearing terrain.
Spectre here.
Heavy armor ready for action. Blow them wide open. Let's grease them. Blow them wide open. Proceeding to target zone. Armor detail reporting. Light them up.
Always ready.
What's the mission, sir?
Heavy armor ready for action.
Targeting cursor set.
What's the mission,
Designating the target.
Heavy armor ready for action. How about a show of force? Armor detail reporting. Delivering ordnance.
sir? What's the mission, sir?
Tactical lasers
Crusader tank
What's
responding.
the mission, sir?
Delivering ordnance. On your command. Lighten them up. Heavy armor ready for action. Reporting. Blow them wide open. How about a show of force? Heavy armor ready for action. Blow them wide open. In my field of fire. Light them up. Delivering ordnance. Anywhere you say, sir. This'll wake them up. Light them up. In my field of fire. Let's grease them. Blow them wide open. Moving in. Crusader tank responding.
Want to make some improvements?
How
Good
about a
area.
show of force? Crusader tank responding. Taking new ground. Proceeding to target zone. On your command. USA Armor Division. Let's grease them. Delivering ordnance. Blow them wide open. This'll wake them up.
Tactical lasers
Let's
online.
grease them. This'll wake them up.
Let's build.
USA Armor
Made
Division.
in the US of A.
Heavy armor ready for action. In my field of fire. How about a show of force? Moving in. Let's grease them. Let's get to work. Taking new ground. This'll wake them up. Moving in. Blow them wide open. How about a show of force? Blow them wide open. Blow them wide open. This'll wake them up. Taking new ground. Armor detail reporting. Lighten them up.
Yeah, bring on the scaffolding. New
How
construction.
about a show of force? Moving in. Blow them wide open. Proceeding to target zone. Lighten them up.
Need a point man. Fully engaged.
On your command. How about a show of force?
All
Delivering ordnance. Armor detail reporting. Moving in. In my field of fire. This'll wake them up. Lighten them up. Let's grease them. In my field of fire. Proceeding to target zone. Moving in. Clearing terrain. Moving in.
Always prepared. Special forces here. Ready for action.
All finished.
Crusader tank responding. Anywhere you say, sir. Heavy armor ready for action. Crusader tank responding. Clearing terrain.
Aircraft targeting ready. Scanning for enemy
the mission,
aircraft.
sir?
About a show of force. Taking new ground.
What's the mission, sir? Building capture complete.
guidance
Armor
set.
detail reporting. Proceeding to target zone.
Give an airship.
What's the mission, sir? Crusader tank responding. Heavy armor ready for action.
Mission, sir.
How about a show force? Armor detail reporting. Proceeding to target zone.
What's the mission, sir?
Heavy armor ready for action. How about a show of force?
We are cruising.
Long-range ballistics.
Heavy armor ready for action. Moving in. Armor detail reporting. Power up the laser.
Making it fast.
Give an airship.
Making it fast.
On your command. Clearing terrain. Taking new ground. What do you got? Control the skies. Copy that. Laser cannon target.
Point man.
We control the skies.
Commencing attack run.
Flying high. Let's give him an airship. Flying high. Crusader tank responding. Heavy armor ready for action. Taking new ground.
I'm listening.
On your command. Proceeding to target zone.
Target has been entered. Squadron's on its way.
Spectre gunship approaching the target.
Heavy armor ready for action. Making a
Control the
pass.
skies. Layering them up. We
On your
control the
command.
skies.
What do you got?
Yep, got it. Layering them up.
Making a pass.
Got you covered.
Armor detail reporting. Anywhere you say, sir.
Missile guidance set. Locked in. Getting to work. Have a job for me? Make my own road. Let's build. Bring on the scaffolding.
Control the sky.
Yeah,
Aerial defense
made
countermeasures
in
installed.
the foundation. Good
Crusader
area.
tank responding. Anywhere you say, sir.
How are we doing, sir?
Heavy armor ready for action. On your command. Taking new ground. Armor detail reporting. Taking new ground.
They will be there shortly.
What do you got?
Online.
I'm listening. Let's give him an airship. Making
Raptor
a
here.
pass.
Making a pass. Yep. Copy that.
We are cruising. Jumping in. Got you covered.
Making a pass. No problem. Got it. Got it. Got it. We got control the skies. Making a pass. What do you got? Got it. Making
Tomahawk
a pass.
launcher armed and ready.
Listen, we are taking.
All
Making a pass.
Let's get to
I'm
work.
listening.
Yep.
All
We control the sky. We are screwed. No
Tomahawk
problem.
systems
Raptor here.
online.
Let's got you covered. Got you covered.
targeting cursors set. Have a job for me. Aircraft targeting ready. Recalibrating. I have experience. Yeah, good area.
On your command. Moving in.
Defensive laser systems.
Army's elite. Take a new position.
Any more projects?
How about a show of force? Crusader tank responding.
That one's done. Have a job for me? Any more projects?
Serving our country.
Anything to drive?
Keep those reactors safe back there.
USA Armor Division. Heavy armor ready for action. Moving in.
Pilot of the USA.
On your
What's the
command.
mission, sir?
Anywhere you say, sir.
This'll wake
USA
them up.
Armor Division. Crusader tank responding. Proceeding to target zone. Proceeding to target zone. Armor detail reporting. How about a show of force?
Cruise missiles ready. Laying the foundation.
Protecting our people. No more supplies from this source.
Have a job
USA
for
Armor
me.
Division.
Make my own road. This'll wake
Heavy
them up.
armor ready for action. Blow them wide open. On your command. Taking new ground.
New construction. Let's get to work. Let's build.
Heavy armor ready for action. How about a show of force? Proceeding to target zone. Armor detail reporting. Anywhere you say, sir.
New construction.
Crusader tank responding.
Always prepared. Make my own road.
Armor detail reporting. On your
This'll
command.
wake them up.
Armor detail reporting. Let's grease them.
Ready for action. Army's elite. Always prepared.
Ready for action.
Army's elite. That one's done. Heading out. That
On
one's
your command.
done. Always that one's done. Laying the foundation. New construction.
Crusader tank responding. On your command.
Laying the foundation.
Crusader tank responding. Moving in. Proceeding to target zone. How about a show of force? Anywhere you say, sir. Armor detail reporting. Clearing terrain. Clearing terrain.
Want to make some improvements?
Closing the
Let's build.
protecting our people. Is there a threat?
Locked in. That doing what's right.
Doing what's right.
Laying the foundation.
Heavy armor ready for action. How about a show of force? Let's grease them.
What's the story? Good area.
Let's get to work. USA Armor Division. USA Armor Division.
Spectre en
Armor
route.
detail reporting.
Tactical lasers online.
Need a delivery, General? Proceeding to target zone. How about a show of force? How about a show of force?
Keeping them in line down there.
USA Armor
We have
Division. USA Armor Division. Crusader tank
This'll
responding.
wake them up.
Spectre here. Firing new target.
What's the story?
Heavy armor ready for action. Armor detail reporting. On your command. Power up the lasers. USA Armor Division. USA Armor Division.
Laying the foundation. Good area.
Serving.
On your command. How about a show of laser cannon targeting set? Crusader tank
Anywhere you say,
responding.
Serving.
Heavy armor ready for action.
Doing what's right. Protecting our people.
Tactical lasers online.
Any
What's
more
the
projects? This'll wake them up.
How about a show of force?
Laying the foundation.
Armor detail reporting.
USA Armor Division.
On your command. Crusader tank
On your
responding.
command. Lighten them up.
Taking new ground. Armor
Any
detail
more
reporting.
projects?
Proceeding to target zone.
They will be there shortly.
Let's
Target
get
has
to
been
work.
entered. Squadron's on its way.
Heavy armor ready for action.
Where do you need me? Any friendlies out here? Over there? Any friendlies out here?
Doing what's right.
Special Forces here.
We fight for
How about a show of force?
Orders, General? Laying low.
Heavy armor ready for action. Clearing terrain. Heavy armor ready for action.
Ready for action. Need a
Microwave
point, man?
weapons cleared for battle.
Army's elite. Always prepared. What's the story?
heavy armor ready for action.
Target has been entered.
Microwave emitters ready. Target location set. Wave generators activated.
Crusader tank responding. Clearing terrain.
Scanning for enemy aircraft.
Armor detail reporting. USA Armor Division. Clearing terrain.
Targeting cursor set.
On your command. Armor detail reporting. Heavy armor ready for action. In my field of fire.
Protecting our people. We fight for peace.
Building capture complete. The building is captured there. We have
On your command. How about a show of force?
Taking new ground.
HPM vehicle standing by. Frequencies amplified.
Heavy armor ready for action.
How about a show of force?
Microwave emitters ready. Modulating pulse width.
Heavy armor ready for action.
Pilot of the USA. Aircraft targeting ready. Yes,
How
sir.
about a show of force? Crusader tank responding. Moving in.
Defensive laser systems.
USA Armor Division.
Clocked in.
USA Armor Division.
Going up. Want to make some improvements?
Heavy armor ready for action.
Power up the laser.
Scanning for enemy aircraft.
Our movement.
How about a show of force?
This'll wake them up.
Deliver an ordnance. Deliver an ordnance.
This'll
Proceeding
wake
to
them
target
up.
zone. USA Armor detail reporting. Blow 'em wide open. USA Armor Division.
This'll wake them up.
Laser cannon targeting set.
Where do you need me? I have a
Point man. Rally point confirmed.
Crusader tank responding.
Where do you need me? I'm on my way. Assuming control. Orders, General?
Heavy armor ready for action. How about a show of force? Taking new ground.
Always ready.
Armor detail reporting. USA Armor Division. Crusader tank responding.
Anything to drive? Targeting cursor set.
How about a show of force? In my field of fire.
Ready for action. Any more projects?
Laser cannon targeting set. High-speed bomber ready for calibrated.
Preserving freedom. Is there a threat?
Armor
Tactical
detail
lasers
reporting.
online.
Proceeding to target zone. On your command.
Avionics online.
How about a show of force?
We're moving.
Spectre in.
Armor detail reporting. How about a show of force? Heavy armor ready for action. Light them up. Let's grease them. Crusader tank responding. Let's grease them.
Where do you need me?
On your
Tactical
way,
lasers
Six.
online.
Any more
Proceeding
projects?
How about a show of force? Clearing terrain.
I have experience.
On your command. Deliver an ordnance. Moving in.
How are we doing, sir?
Crusader tank responding.
Protecting our people.
Supersonic aircraft. Designation set.
Spectre gunship standing by.
On your command. Let's proceed. Pilot of the USA. How about it? Armor detail reporting. Proceeding to target zone. Blow them wide open. Ejecting.
Blow 'em wide open.
How about a show of force?
Find me a vehicle. Assuming control.
On your command.
This'll wake 'em up. You can close in the distance.
Armor detail reporting.
Protecting the product. It will be an show of force. Bananas, different orders. Proceeding target zone.
Aircraft targeting ready. Analyzing terrain effects.
Army's elite.
USA Armor Division.
Ready
USA
for
Armor
action.
Division.
Armor detail order. Let's clear back.
Deliver an ordnance.
Pilot of the USA.
How about a show of force? Proceeding to target zone. Light them up.
I have experience.
Armor detail
USA Armor
reporting.
Division.
Find me a vehicle. You got the map. At the wheel. I have experience.
Taking the ground.
Anywhere you say so.
Protecting our people. Protecting the modern world. Yes, sir.
Crusader tank responding.
Power up
Heavy
the
armor
laser.
ready for action. Blow them wide open. How about a show of force? USA Armor Division.
Buck it up.
Field of fire.
Buck it up. New construction.
Laser cannon targeting set. Crusader tank responding.
Fight, taking her in. We're moving. We're moving. We're moving.
Heavy armor ready for action.
Taking new ground. Buck it up.
How about a show of force? Armor detail reporting. Anywhere you say, sir. On your command. Crusader tank responding. Heavy armor ready for action. Deliver an ordnance. Clearing terrain. On your command.
Let's give an air show.
They will be there shortly.
Crusader tank responding.
Doing what's right. Yes, sir. Yes,
How about a
sir.
show of force? Armor detail reporting. How about a show of force?
Hey, check out our new tow missile.
Ejected.
Defensive laser technique.
This'll wake them up. Always prepared. Take a new position.
How about a show of
How
force?
about a lift?
Pilot of the USA. Fire it up.
I'll be here. Armor detail reporting.
Keep those reactors.
On your command. Proceeding to target zone. Deliver an ordnance.
How about a lift? Let's go. Oh, yeah.
Scanning for enemy aircraft.
Lighten them up. Blow them wide open. On your command. Deliver an ordnance. Lighten them up. This'll wake them up. Let's grease them. Clearing terrain.
Counter up fire.
Armor detail report.
Anything to drive?
Give an air show.
Targeting cursor set.
Where's the instruction?
Have a job for me? Sorry, I can't build it. Sorry, I can't build it.
Special forces here. Take a new
Crusader tank
position.
responding. Heavy armor ready for action. USA Armor doing what's right. How about a show of force?
Commencing attack attack run. Squadron's on its way.
Spectre en route.
On your command. How about a show of force?
Let's
Clearing
get to work.
terrain.
Humvee here.
USA Armor Division.
Bug it up.
Proceeding to target zone.
Doing what's right. We're moving. Protecting our rifles.
Scanning for enemy aircraft.
Armor detail reporting. Crusader tank responding.
Targeting cursors set.
Confirmed.
Laying the foundation. Let's build.
Keep it safe. Loaded with U.S. quality.
Heavy
Distribution
armor ready for
underway.
action.
Army's elite. Yeah,
Armor detail reporting.
Preserving.
How about a show of
sir.
force? Moving in.
let's get to work.
We're moving.
Crusader tank responding.
Any more projects?
Fight for freedom of the thing. Doing what's right. Confirmed.
Clocked in.
Something for everyone.
New construction. Laying the foundation.
Something
Let's get
for
to
On your
work.
command. Taking new ground.
The building is out. Taking her in.
How about a show of force?
We fight for peace. We're moving. Protecting our people.
Crusader tank responding.
We fight. We're moving. The armor ready for action.
Heavy armor ready for action. How about a show of force?
Protecting our people.
That one's done. All finished. Let's build. On the job.
Protecting the modern world. It's the right thing to do.
How about a show of force? Proceeding to target zone.
Need some medical attention?
Always Let's get
ready.
to work. New construction.
On your command.
Where do you need me?
That one's done.
Assuming control.
Heavy armor ready for
Let's
action.
get to work.
USA Armor Division.
Armor detail reporting.
You can depend on it. Taking her in. Armor detail reporting. Proceeding to target zone.
Need some medical
This'll
attention?
wake them up.
Battlefield is a messy place.
Protecting her in to crush them.
Always ready. That one. Yeah. Made in the US of A.
Protecting our movement.
On your command. Heavy armor ready for action. Anywhere you
Army's
say.
elite.
Need some medical attention?
How about a show of force?
Preserving freedom. Is there a threat?
Crusader tank responding. Anywhere you say, sir. Armor detail reporting. How about armor detail reporting?
Let's get to work. All finished.
Protecting our people. Yes,
Heavy armor ready
sir.
for action. Proceeding to target zone.
Have a job for me? Let's get to work. Yeah? Sorry, I can't build it.
Serving our country.
Always prepared. Army's elite. Need a point man? Army's elite. Rally point
Crusader
confirmed.
tank responding. Heavy armor ready for action.
Any more projects?
Reactor safe back.
Someone injured? Let's clean it up. Out of the way!
Protecting our people. Taking her in.
Target has been entered.
USA armor. Armor detail reporting.
What is right? Doing what's right. Bringing home the taking her in.
On your command. How about a show of force?
Protecting ours in the distance.
Laying the foundation. Made in the US
USA
of A.
Armor Division.
Good area. Want to make some improvement? This'll wake them up. Have a job for me? I'll build
Medic
anything.
here. Let's get there quick.
What's the story? Made in the US of A.
How about a show of force? USA Armor Division.
We fight for peace. Taking her in.
On your command.
Yes.
Crusader tank responding.
Oh, signing for this. I'll get it there.
This'll wake
How
them
about a
up.
show of force?
I got the goods. Everyone out.
USA
ready.
Armor Division.
Let's build. On the job.
Keep it safe.
Armor detail reporting. This'll wake them up. How about a show of force?
Clocked in.
We fight for peace.
Yeah. Always ready.
USA Armor Division.
New construction. Have a job for me. On the job.
Heavy armor ready for action.
Need a delivery, General?
Let's build. All have a job for me. All finished.
How about a show of force?
Tactical
Taking heavy armor ready for action.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Need a delivery, General?
How about a show
Anywhere
of
you
force?
say, sir. Orders, General?
This'll wake them up.
Tactical lasers online. Commencing attack run. Squadron's on its way.
Spectre in.
Heavy armor ready for action.
What's the story? Getting to work. Good area.
We fight for peace.
Aircraft targeting ready. Laser systems.
On your command.
Keep those lasers safe back there.
Crusader tank responding.
Taking her in.
Tactical lasers online.
Laying the foundation.
That one closing the right thing
How about a show
to
of
do.
force?
What's right back there?
Anywhere you say, sir.
Tactical lasers online.
Always prepared.
Need a point, man?
Tactical lasers online.
Always prepared.
Special forces here.
USA Armor
That
Division.
Tactical
Ready
lasers
for action.
online.
Crusader tank responding.
Have a job for me.
Tactical lasers online.
Taking new ground.
Preserving
USA
Scanning
Armor
for enemy aircraft.
We're moving.
Aircraft targeting ready.
on your command. Power up the lasers.
Scanning for enemy aircraft.
Tactical lasers online.
That one. We have their building.
Fight.
Crusader tank
Laser
responding.
cannon targeting
Building
set.
is out, sir.
Heavy armor ready for
Targeting
action.
cursors set.
USA Armor Division.
We're moving.
They will be there shortly.
Yes,
On your
sir.
command. Taking new ground.
Tactical lasers online.
USA Armor Division.
What's the story?
Search and destroy.
How about a show of
Bug it
force?
up.
Laying the foundation.
On your
Tactical
command.
lasers online.
Moving in. Armor detail reporting.
Power up
Heavy
the
armor
lasers.
ready for action. Armor detail reporting.
Army's elite. Search and destroy.
Protecting our. We're moving.
How about a show of force? Anywhere you say.
Targeting defensive laser systems.
Need a point, man?
On the go. Heavy armor ready for action.
Always prepared.
How about a show of force? On your command.
Ready for action. Army's elite. Search and destroy.
Armor detail reporting.
Targeting cursors set. Yes, sir.
Crusader tank responding.
Preserving.
On your command. How about a lift?
Defensive laser systems.
Tactical lasers online.
Scanning for enemy aircraft.
Can't build this, sir. Clocked in.
Crusader tank responding. Proceeding to target zone. Heavy armor ready for action.
Defensive laser systems.
Anywhere you say, sir. How about a show of force? Crusader tank responding. How about a show of force? Anywhere you say, sir. Heavy armor ready for action.
Scanning for enemy aircraft. Targeting cursors set. Aircraft targeting ready. Scanning for enemy
How about a
aircraft.
show of force? USA armor moving in. action. Crusader tank responding. USA Armor Division.
Preserving freedom, closing the distance.
Have a job for me?
Going
On your
up.
command.
You're under fire!
Moving in. Let's freeze them.
Give him an airship.
Crusader tank responding. How about a show of force?
Targeting cursors set. Defensive laser systems.
This'll wake them up. On your command. Blow them wide open. Heavy armor ready for action. Proceeding to target zone.
We fight for peace.
Spectre gunship entering combat zone.
How about a show of force? Clearing terrain. On your command.
Anything to drive? Assuming control. Orders, General? At the wheel.
Protecting the modern
USA
world.
Armor Detail
Division.
reporting. Proceeding to target zone. Anywhere you say, sir. On your command.
Where do you need me? Anything to drive? Where do you need me? Now we're
How about a
talking.
show of force? Heavy armor ready for action.
Protecting our people, closing the distance.
USA Armor Division. How about a show of force? Blow them wide open. Deliver an ordnance. Anywhere you say, sir.
Doing what's right.
How are we doing, sir?
Doing what's right. Taking her in. Protecting the modern.
USA Armor Division.
Want to
USA
make some
Armor Division.
improvements?
USA
Armor
Armor
detail
Division.
reporting.
How about a show
Taking
of
new
force?
ground.
How about a show
Anywhere
of
you
force?
say, sir.
On your command. How about a show
Taking
of
new
force?
ground. Clocked in. On the job.
Heavy armor ready for action. Clearing terrain.
This'll wake them
USA
up.
Armor Division. USA Armor Division.
This'll wake them up.
Commencing attack run.
USA
This'll
Armor
wake them
Division.
up.
Squadrons on
How
its
about a
way.
show of force?
Right, yes, sir.
On your command.
Any more projects?
How about a show of
Give
force?
him an airship.
On your command. Power up the lasers.
Heads up. Taking her in.
Laser cannon targeting set.
Target has been entered.
Armor detail reporting. How about a show of force? Heavy armor ready for action. On your command.
Let's give him an airship.
How about a show of force? Blow them wide open. Taking new ground. On your command.
Fight for peace. Closing the distance. Doing what's right. Protecting our people.
USA Armor
Closing the
Division.
distance. Got it. We are
Armor detail reporting.
This'll wake them up. This'll wake them up.
Anywhere you say, sir.
This'll wake them up.
Crusader tank responding.
protecting our people. Yes, sir. We control this guy.
USA Armor Division.
Making a pass. Armor ready for action. I'm listening. We are cruising. Making a pass.
Comanche laser systems online.
USA Armor Division.
Taking her in. Keep those reactors safe back there.
How about a show of force? Clearing terrain.
Gunship
Heavy
reporting
armor ready
in.
for action.
Heavy armor ready for action. On your command. Power up the lasers. Armor detail reporting. Crusader tank responding. Bug it up. Heavy armor ready for action. How about a show of force? Clearing terrain.
Orders, General.
Laser cannon
Aircraft targeting ready.
This'll wake them up.
Pilot, you over there? Gotcha. At the wheel. Find me a vehicle. Fire it up.
Hey, little ground support. Got you covered. Making a sweep. Got you covered. Yes, sir. Air cover's on the way. Flying low.
Run it up. USA Armor Division is online. Crusader tank responding.
Protecting our people. Is there a threat?
Heavy armor ready for action. Let's gunship reporting in. How about a show of force?
On your command. Russia.
They will be there shortly.
Where do you need me? Assuming control.
Protecting our people. Yes, sir. Protecting the modern world. Confirmed.
Gunship reporting in. Yes, sir. Nav system set. Armor detail reporting. Heavy armor ready for action. How about a show of force? Comanche here. Air cover's on the way. Moving to new AO. Visibility clear. Nav system set. Missile operation underway. We're going in. Air cover's on the way. Reporting in. Air cover's on the way. We're going in. Got you covered. Visibility clear. Moving to new AO.
Freedom. Yes, sir.
On your command. Taking new ground.
Orders, General? Now we're
Crusader tank responding. Anywhere
Heavy
you say
armor ready
for action. Moving in.
Protecting our people. Closing the distance.
Army's elite.
In the field. System set. Flying low.
Reactor safe back.
On your command. Moving in.
Defensive laser systems.
Fight for
I'll be here. Whoa! Heavy armor ready for action.
protecting our people.
USA Armor
Is there
Division.
a threat?
A little ground support. Nav system set. Visibility clear.
You can
USA
depend
Armor
on-
Division.
Yes, sir.
Frequencies open. In the field. We're going in. Flying low. USA Armor Division.
Target has been entered. Squadron's on its way.
Inspector gunship approaching the target.
Protecting our
A little ground support.
Pilot of the
Armor
USA.
Division. How about a show of force? Proceeding to target zone. On your command. Delivering orders. Anywhere you say. USA Armor Division. Crusader tank responding. This'll wake them up.
our people. 100%.
Orders, General?
USA Armor Division.
Now we're talking. I have experience.
Heavy armor ready for
Pilot
action.
of the USA.
Crusader tank responding.
I have experience.
Protecting the modern
USA Armor Division. How about a show of force? Comanche here. Yes, sir. Visibility clear. Heavy armor ready for action.
our people. Is the right thing to do. Is there a threat?
What's the status?
How about a show of force?
Reactor safe back will be at all. Protecting the modern
Heavy armor ready for action.
How are we doing, sir?
closing the distance. Protecting our people.
How about a show of force?
Doing what's right.
Frequencies open. On your command. Blow them wide open. Taking new ground.
Serving is the right thing to do.
Tactical lasers online. Tactical lasers online. Tactical lasers
Comanche
online.
here.
Microwave weapons cleared for battle.
Need a little ground support.
Heavy armor ready for action.
You are victorious.